Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tom Worth Jr. Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. And I'm not going to talk about politics today. I'm going to talk about Thanksgiving briefly. Thanksgiving Square is here in Dallas. That's a place downtown, which is cool. If you've ever been there, it's something I came across when I worked at the corporate office of Neiman Marcus starting in fall of 2006, and it's just cool. It's multi-faith, multicultural. It's got a long tradition of presidents. It was established in the 70s. Gerald Ford was there. Other presidents have been there. It has a little museum of presidential proclamations, but Thanksgiving actually goes back way earlier than you think, or way earlier than I thought. I was looking this up, and this was at a National Park Service website, and I verified it. But apparently the first Thanksgiving in what is now the United States is attributed to Coronado, the Spanish explorer, in 1541, right here in Texas, in the Palo Duro Canyon. He had come up with his expedition up from Mexico City, looking for gold, as the Spaniards do, and was with some Native Texans up in Palo Duro Canyon. That's the Panhandle, and it's kind of a very mini Grand Canyon. You know, that's what they say. It's not like the Grand Canyon. It's really cool canyons. You really can't get to it coming down from the canyon walls. It's too steep. But they went in there and they gave thanks, and they were having tough times, just like the Pilgrims 80 years later in 1621 up in Massachusetts, what would become Massachusetts. This is what inspires people to give thanks, and we've always done it. And long before the United States existed, people around the world just give thanks for what they have. And life has always been a lot tougher than it is now for all of us. No matter, I'm not saying it's not hard for us, but it's good to just take time to think about what you're thankful for. We have some tough stuff going on in our family. Some really sick people in the extended family, and it's not looking good. But we were in a similar position a year ago, and that's turned out okay so far. So it's good to think about everyone who's not sick, or maybe they are still with you, still with us. That's a good thing. There's always something to be grateful for, always something to be thankful for. And if you really think there isn't, then just think of your bad stuff, and just think of the opposite of that, or that not everyone is in that shape, or not everyone is in the tough position that you're in. That's something to be grateful for. I also found, I looked up the first proclamation by Lincoln back in 1863. It was shortly after Gettysburg. Again, another tragedy that inspires, that moves someone to give thanks for what we do have in spite of that. And you had the whole Civil War, but you had in particular the Battle of Gettysburg, where over 50,000 people died, I guess. But now there is like every president has a Thanksgiving proclamation, but back then it wasn't a thing. People gave thanks. I read that Washington, even they paused to give thanks on their way to Valley Forge. Early in the Revolution, I want to say it was 1977 maybe, but it's usually around the fall and that time of year, and probably when things are getting tougher and you're trying to look for a bright side. Lincoln's wasn't that long. Unlike proclamations right now, it was on October 3rd, 1863, but he's calling for Thanksgiving around the time we celebrate it now. He says, "I do therefore invite my fellow citizens in every part of the United States to set apart and observe the last Thursday of November next as a day of thanksgiving, and I recommend to them that while offering up the ascriptions justly due to him, they do also, with humble penitence for our national perverseness and disobedience, commend to his tender care all those who have become widows, orphans, mourners, or sufferers in the lamentable civil strife in which we are unavoidably engaged, and fervently implore the interposition of the Almighty hand to heal the wounds of the nation and to restore it as soon as may be consistent with divine purposes to the full enjoyment of peace, harmony, tranquility, and union. Those words were applicable then, certainly are now, as they always are. Feels particularly resonant right now, and so take a minute, or take a few minutes, or take a day, and be thankful. I know I am, and hopefully you all can find plenty to be thankful for as well. And have a great Thanksgiving. And to those of you who are not here in the U.S., you are welcome to also give thanks for whatever it is you deem worthy, and enjoy this time. We'll see you.